Alright, well, we did have our lovely ending there with Mizuki, but it's not all rainbows and peaches, that's for sure. We still have some lingering thoughts about this entire case. We still have some timelines to go through. More specifically, this one and this one, which I'm still curious about, but yeah, it's still logged. We still have some stuff to do before we go back to this particular timeline when we found out that boss killed Soul. Which, somebody did have that idea that maybe Boss killed Soul out of, like, in similar fashion to what Date was trying to do. Like, Boss took the matter into her own hands, given the fact that Soul was untouchable because of the government and stuff like that. So she had to do it by herself. She couldn't get the help of the police or something like that. But if we are talking about the act of heroism here a little bit, why did she record that video in the first place? And we did see Saul with his eye gouged as well, in similar fashion to the MO of the serial killer, the Cyclops serial killer. So yeah, there is still some lingering thoughts about that. Either Sosijima truly was the Cyclops killer, the real Cyclops killer, and there are some accomplices here, that or the real Cyclops killer is still out there, and either Sosijima was an accomplice of the real killer or he's a copycat killer. I'm not really sure. Well, I'm still really curious about that sync machine that the killer is using. Again, if we are to find out what that sync machine does and what the killer truly intends to do with that sync machine and what the motive is behind all of this, we're gonna get somewhere, that's for sure. So we're definitely gonna continue with this particular timeline. And before we continue though, one more idea before we do this. Like I said, in this particular timelines that we did with Ota and with Mizuki, Iris was still alive. However, in this particular timelines over here left that we still have to go through, Iris is dead. I mean, for sure, Iris is dead because we've seen the live stream of Iris getting killed with the soul. In these timelines right over here on the right, as you may remember, we had that whole thing with us seeing Iris dead at the warehouse, but next time after we did the Soul's Somnium, we found Iris still alive at her house. Maybe the same thing will happen once again once we come back over here, because as you may remember, she died once again right over here at the end, and we had to continue. We had to continue through a different timeline. So it kind of makes me question how things are gonna go from here. Because if things are not gonna go well, then Iris is truly dead in the real timeline that we're gonna go through. So yeah, I am definitely worried about this. So let's begin our investigation. See what will happen after discovering Iris's body. Harbor Warehouse District, Tuesday, 9:39 a.m.
Have you settled down? The scene is being inspected without you. This time the body didn't disappear.
Yeah.
However, you lost consciousness. I didn't expect you to faint.
Yeah. Because remember, the first time when we discovered Iris's body in the warehouse, it was only Date alone. So it kind of made me think that maybe it was an illusion or something like that, but given the fact that we went to the warehouse a second time, with Aiba this time as our witness, and found Iris' body, this definitely feels a lot more real. So,
Seeing that corpse must have been incredibly shocking. I did not predict you to be the fainting type. I suppose humans are unpredictable. Now that you're back, let's get back to business.
Truly. Come on, Date. I know it's hard for you. Well, we have to continue this.
You are conscious, are you not? Are you at a loss for words? Date, don't let negative thoughts consume you. Thinking that Iris died because of me. If I never took her to Ota's, this wouldn't have happened. If you truly believe that, then your brain is completely rotten. Or perhaps when you saw the corpse, your head became filled with images of blooming yellow dandelions.
That's really weird.
What?
Oh, you're talking now.
Yeah. She finally got a reaction out of you.
Was I correct? If you consider the situation logically, even an elementary school student would understand.
Huh?
What?
Fine. Allow me to pluck some of those dandelions from your mind. I will ask 3 questions. Please answer honestly.
Okay.
First question. The cold storage warehouse was not in regular operation. But even so, the AC was on, and a minus 58-degree temperature was maintained. Why is that?
Why does the warehouse have to be kept at freezing temperature? Maybe the AC is broken. Yeah, it definitely has to be the ice cream. But no. On a serious note, it could be to preserve something. I'm not really sure. But my guess is definitely the ice cream.
Oh, I see you are back to making jokes.
Yeah.
I am glad to hear that, but please stay focused.
Alright then. Maybe the AC is broken.
So the on-off switch was broken, and they couldn't turn it off, right? But they could have shut off the electricity. I find it hard to imagine they would have left it running for no reason. The bills would have been expensive.
Yeah, truly. Okay, so...
Why? For what purpose?
I don't know. Okay, to preserve something.
To preserve something?
Yes. Let us move on to the next question. Second question. There was something strange about the corpse. Do you remember what that was?
Oh, hold on a second. The right eye. He was missing its right eye. Huh. Okay, well, that's definitely interesting. But let's see about the other stuff. He was completely frozen.
Iris's body was completely frozen. The temperature read negative 58. With Iris's weight... Just wondering, but how much do you weigh?
Don't you know it's rude to ask a lady that?
105 pounds.
I see. 105, huh? It should have taken about 18 hours to freeze solid. But we were...
Wait a moment. Before you draw your conclusion, allow me to ask my final question.
Oh, so I guess that was the right one. Like the right detail to go through. I'm getting definitely curious about the right eye, though.
Question 3. 2 days ago, Sunday night, you found a dead body in the cold storage warehouse. But afterward, you visited the Sagan household and discovered that Iris was in fact still alive.
Huh. Son of a bitch. Maybe that corpse is fake.
Why?
The corpse was a hallucination?
What I saw on Sunday must have been a hallucination.
Nah, you know what? I think that we're gonna have to go with one theory over here that some of you have thought of, and I have been thinking of as well. Maybe this is a particular special occasion somehow that... Huh, okay. It very well could be that the killer used a fake corpse in this case. In the other timelines on the left, it was truly Iris that died right over there. And, well... And when we saved her as well. In this one, though... Huh. The killer used a fake corpse? And not only once, but twice?
It was a dream.
No, Date. You're overthinking it. You saw the corpse, but Iris was alive, which means...
Which means that realistically...
You mean?
It's a fake.
You've got it.
So if we are to go back into the warehouse, we would find out that it's a fake body. Maybe like a mannequin.
I don't believe it.
The stomach is swollen slightly. She appears to have been pregnant.
What?
How?
Do not worry. The uterus does not contain a fetus.
You mean after she was killed?
No, the fetus was not present in her body when she was killed. She must have been killed after giving birth.
What? So it's not a mannequin or some. Maybe this is a totally different dead body? Like this person was alive at. This is a human that died.
The distended stomach does not immediately shrink after birth.
A person that resembles Iris, but it's actually not her.
The expanded uterus takes some time to return to its normal size. This evidence makes one thing perfectly obvious.
This corpse isn't Iris. It's someone else.
Which means...
Iris is still alive.
Not necessarily. She could be alive. We haven't confirmed that yet.
In which case, we should definitely go back to her house once again, or talk to Ota or Mizuki, see if they talk to her. But who is this person though?
Multiple stab wounds with a single-edged, sharp object to the victim's back.
Huh. I guess it makes sense why in this timeline we find Iris dead like this with stab wounds, whereas in the other timeline we've seen her through livestream that she was gonna get sawed off.
Judging by the size and shape of the marks, the weapon was most likely a kitchen knife.
In which case, there is a difference in circumstances here.
This matches what you said on Sunday.
So this is the body I saw then. Is there an estimated time of death?
Impossible to determine. This body has been completely frozen for at least 10 years.
10 years?
10 years?
Oh my god, it goes beyond 6 years. It goes beyond the original serial killings.
She was killed more than 10 years ago?
But then again, maybe this person wasn't killed by our, like, the original Cyclops killer, which could be the new Cyclops killer as well. That's a question that we're definitely gonna have to answer at some point, but either way, either our original Cyclops killer killed people way before 6 years ago, or nah, hold on a second. How?
Exactly. Her identity is unknown. Her killer is also unknown. But there is one likely suspect.
Who?
Let's consider the clues. The scene. Okiura Fishery Cold Storage Warehouse. Sunday night, we saw So here. And there is something else about So Sejima. We witnessed someone similar to Iris being stabbed repeatedly in So's Somnium.
But it wasn't Iris. It was this woman.
That is highly likely.
What we saw was So's memory from more than 10 years ago.
What? Are you serious?
I believe that is the case.
I cannot believe this.
Renju and So?
But we still do not know where Renju is.
Yeah, he's still... And that is another difference between this timeline and the other ones. In the other one, we found Renju dead already. In this one, we haven't. Which makes me think that, well, it is because Iris got kidnapped in the other timeline correctly that we found Renju dead. In this timeline, however, Renju didn't manage to get to Iris yet. And it is because of that that we still haven't found Renju's dead body. He could still be alive.
That means that we need to talk to...
So, Sejima.
Yeah, our good old So Sejima. Just looking at her makes my chest hurt. Huh. Well, we're definitely gonna wait for the results of this body. But until then, let's go back to So Sejima and pester him a little bit. Yusuke Nota kept searching for Iris. Oh, memories of this particular place. But unfortunately, they didn't turn up anything. Iris's whereabouts are still unknown. Oh no. Okay, so even if that body is fake and it's not Iris, it very well can be that she still got kidnapped. I'm worried about her, but without any leads, we'd just be looking for her blindly. I should focus on the investigation for now. It will eventually lead me to Iris, I'm sure of it. With that in mind, I headed to Soul's mansion.
I thought I told you.
Hey there, Soul.
Never to show your face here again.
I didn't come here for Shoko today. I didn't come here for Iris either. Instead, I'm here for a girl who looks like Iris. Did you kill her?
Date, look.
I knew it.
Yeah, he definitely knows something.
You killed her, didn't you?
I don't know what you're talking about.
I've had enough of your shit, Congressman! You wanted to check on the body of the girl you killed. That's why you were at the cold storage warehouse 2 days ago.
Yeah.
Where is Renju Okiura? You know where he is, don't you? You were at an Okiura fishery warehouse for a reason. There's definitely a connection between you two. And that's not all. Number 89 called your secretary. The same number 89 that Renju escaped with. Now tell me, where is Renju?
Suddenly, a gang of bodyguards stormed out of the mansion. In an instant, they surround me. Great.
We'd like to ask you to please leave.
Hey, I didn't see your mouth move. Jesus. Or maybe it's this guy. Okay, I was about to say your partner is a really good. God, I don't remember the word for it. Yeah, I don't remember the word. God damn it.
Damn it, So!
There's nothing we can do. We did arrive without a warrant. We were technically trespassing. If he had called the police, we would be in a predicament.
Police technicalities.
We would have been detained immediately. Who would look after Iris then? Do you intend to leave your responsibility with Mizuki and Ota?
No, no.
Calm down, Date. We still have our lead.
Lead?
Before I explain, we need to discuss the corpse in the cold storage warehouse.
Did you get the results? Did you find any other clues?
Let's give her a name. Because she is frozen solid, we could call her All Ice or Alice. What do you think?
Oh, I see what you did there.
Alice and Iris. I believe it fits nicely.
Alright, so we're gonna call her Alice.
Alright, Alice. What about her?
Someone might be able to identify her.
Who?
Allow me to ask you 3 questions.
Again with this?
First question. You have seen this corpse more than twice. 3 times, in fact. When was the first time?
3 times. When was the first time I saw the frozen corpse? Saturday night?
3 days ago. Saturday night when I synced at Abyss.
Yes, in the Somnium world, we saw the frozen corpse of a girl. Question 2.
Ah, okay. I remember this as well.
Who is the girl?
Who the frozen girl we saw in the sink? Adrian?
Adrian? Adrian! No, of course not.
Okay, I guess that's a reference that I don't know of yet. Maybe it's another one of Uchikoshi's game. Adrian. A virus?
A virus? She was way too big to be a virus. Take this seriously, Date.
Yeah, okay. It's definitely Alice.
Now I know. That girl was probably Alice.
Most likely, yes. So we have technically known Alice for 3 days. One last thing. The final question. In which Somnium did we see Alice?
Alice was in whose Somnium? Could be Adrian.
Adrian!
Rocky!
Adrian!
Rocky!
What? What?
But seriously, I am talking about the corpse. Do you think you should be joking at a time like this?
Well, we do have to, otherwise this would be a pretty damn serious and very sad case that we're dealing with. We do need some humor from time to time.
My roommate, Mizuki Okiura.
Exactly. You mentioned something about Mizuki's Somnium being some kind of prophecy. But prophecies are nonsense.
Yeah, I do remember this discussion that we had about prophecies and such.
Dreams are not made of the future. They are made from the past.
But that would mean that... Mizuki actually seen this body.
Therefore,
Mizuki has seen Alice before.
there is no other explanation.
Aiba, where is Mizuki now?
Oh, definitely not 10 years ago. She definitely wouldn't remember someone like her.
Where we went with Iris yesterday. Ikume Shrine.
The shrine? Why would she be there?
Unknown. She is supposed to be looking for Iris.
Okay, let's go.
Alright. Let's get to it. Ikume Shrine, Tuesday, 2:40 p.m.
Date,
Hey, Mizuzu.
Did you find Iris?
if I did, I would have told you already.
Right.
What are you doing here?
Iris used to like this shrine. She told me about all her memories here. We used to come here all the time. You know those steps in the front? We would sit there together and talk about things.
Man, this place surely has a lot of memories, for sure. Not just of Mizuki and Date, but with Iris and Falco and all.
Like what gluten-free means, and eyelash extensions, and aerial yoga. And we would talk about all our problems together. Sometimes we would talk late into the night. So I thought that maybe she'd be here, but it looks like I was wrong.
Yeah, you don't have to worry, Mizu. We're gonna find her.
I think Iris is with Renju.
With Daddy?
Yeah. Her note mentioned her most trusted person. That's probably Renju.
Yeah. I remember that mermaid girl saying something like that.
Yeah, I guess so. Now I remember. We did have that one Somnium with Iris, where we had to choose between trusting her or not. We trusted her, and that led to her death. We didn't trust her, and this is where we are. She went with Ranju instead of us. So, yeah.
He was looking for Iris.
Does that mean that Daddy is the one who called for Iris?
It could be. So I need to know where he is.
But I haven't been able to get a hold of him.
Truly. Where's Ota?
I think he's searching Akihabara right now. Last time he checked in, he said he didn't have anything.
Okay. Offering box. The and dogs. Okay. About Alice.
Mizuki, I have something very important to ask you.
I told Mizuki about the frozen corpse we called Alice.
You've seen her before, haven't you?
Have you?
3 days ago, I saw her in your Somnium. The body of a girl who looks like Iris, Alice. Your dreams are built from your memories. So that corpse... Mizuki, please, answer me. Iris's life is at stake.
Truly.
Huh? What do you mean?
I told Mizuki everything. About how Ranju ran off with the assassin, number 89. How 89 is connected to Sosajima. And that Sojima is linked to Alice's murder.
I need to know everything about Alice. If I find out who she is, I might be able to solve the mystery of Renju and number 89. And that might lead me to Iris.
Truly. Mizuki looked down at her feet quietly. I could see agony in her face. I mean, what is going on over here, Mizuki? Why are you being so sad about this? Do you know who this Alice person is? The silence lingered. Finally, she stilled herself, lifted her head, and spoke.
Okay, I'll tell you about Alice.
Huh.
It was about a month ago. I saw my daddy crying in the president's office at Lemniscape. I was peeking through a crack in the door so he didn't see me. Daddy got up, then got into his car and drove away. I had never seen him like that before. I was curious, so I followed him in a taxi. That led me to the cold storage warehouse. He got out of his car and went inside.
You gotta be kidding me. He saw that body of Alice as well?
I followed right behind him, quietly. Daddy was standing next to the forklift in the back. I hid behind a shelf. I watched Daddy open the hood of the forklift, and then, after a little bit, he left. I wanted to know what he was looking at. I went over to the forklift and I looked under the hood myself. And then...
You saw Alice's dead body.
But at the time, I thought it was Iris.
Huh. What did you do after that?
The corpse looked exactly like Iris. I couldn't believe she was dead. I just couldn't. So I went to Iris's house.
Huh? What's wrong, Mizuki?
Iris was alive. I thought I was going crazy or dreaming. I tried to convince myself that it was just a hallucination.
Huh. So the killer is not only trying to fuck with Date, but the killer did the same thing with Ranju as well. Whoever did this definitely prepared for this, because this happened like a month ago, not a couple of days ago. That's for sure. This killer is definitely detailed in his murdering and trying to fuck with people. But why? To try and scare Ranju? Maybe it is the killer's way of telling Ranju that this could very well happen to the real Iris in the future. And if Ranju doesn't do what the killer tells him to do, then things will go bad. That would be a reason for why Ranju disappeared and all that, and why he's acting so suspicious. That could be it, but I don't know. Why didn't you call the police?
What was I supposed to do? Daddy would have been in trouble.
Yeah. Okay, so I guess you thought of this, that if you were to call the police, then Renju would be suspected of murder of Iris.
So you kept quiet this whole time?
Yeah.
But it wasn't Iris. Well, whether it is Iris or Alice, I don't think that Renju would be suspected of Alice's death. Because Alice died 10 years ago. It definitely wouldn't be Renju at that point.
What do you mean? I couldn't just ask. It would have changed everything.
Unless the police would think that Renju preserved the body all this damn time. And he would hide the body in the warehouse. And the Okiura Fisher warehouse is here, so... yeah, I guess I can see why the police would suspect Renju, even after thinking like that.
I thought that as long as I stayed quiet, everything would be okay. I didn't see a dead body. I wasn't even at the warehouse. I repeated that to myself over and over and tried to forget the whole thing.
Repressed memories are often the subject of somnia.
That's why Alice showed up during the sync.
Okay, so I guess we solved that particular mystery.
I actually met with one of the higher-ups at Daddy's